This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Netflix. Nokia and T-Mobile are throwing a party in New York City next week. Who's going to be the special guest? I'll give you a hint, it's not me. A company you know and might be a customer of is preparing a Netflix killer. Who are they? I'll give you a hint. Their name rhymes with Horizon and Verizon and Verizon. And what company who you may never have heard of, but whose phones you've probably used at least once, is eyeing the high end of the US smartphone market for next year? You're hungry for the answers, aren't you? Well, they're coming right around the corner. It's Techno Buffalo's Rumor Roundup. Round them up! Woohoo! Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Roundup. I really want to say Feliz Navidad, but we're not quite there yet. So, Buenos Dias. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Roundup for the week ending today, Friday, December 9th, 2011. I'm Noah Kravitz, editor-at-large for Techno Buffalo, and this episode of the Rumor Roundup on Revision 3 is brought to you by our friends at Netflix. They've been my close friend lately. Been spending a lot of time watching some stuff on Netflix. Anyway, let's get right to the rumors. Round them up! First off, there's a party going on in New York City, and I'm not going, but Adriana Lee is. Next week, Wednesday, December 14th, Nokia and T-Mobile are throwing a big party. They've got some crazy rock band. Clap your hands, say yeah. They're going to be performing. It's going to be at nighttime, so it's good we're sending Adriana because she looks better in an evening gown than I do. Just trust me on that one. So who's going to be the star of the show? Well, all indications would point to the Nokia Lumia family of Windows Phone devices headlining the event. Why? Well, they just came out, they haven't yet launched in the US, and Nokia is going all in with Windows Phone. So it makes sense. We've got two devices currently on the market in the UK, the Lumia 800 and the Lumia 710, both of which I got a chance to check out, as did our own Emily Price, back at Nokia World when they launched. John and I also both had the good fortune of spending some time with the Lumia 800. It's a quality device. I'm really a big fan of the Lumia 800. That being said, some documents that leaked earlier this week on the FCC website point to a T-Mobile branded version of the Lumia 710, but didn't say anything about the 800. So it's kind of a mystery as to what we'll see at the event next week. Most likely we'll see the 710. I think we'll also see the 800 because I don't think Nokia would throw a big party like this so close to the holiday season, or in the holiday season, so close to Christmas and Hanukkah and all the other reasons people buy presents. I don't think they'd come so big just to launch the 710. 710's a fine phone, but it's a low-end device. And for the first Nokia Windows Phone device to hit the US, I think they really want to bring their flagship. Does that mean we might see the rumored high-end Lumia with the 4.3-inch display? I don't think so soon. I think they're saving that one and whatever else they might have up their sleeves for a bigger stage like CES in, man, that's in less than a month already. Jeez, 1 month from now, I'll be in Vegas. Viva! Sorry, never mind. I wasn't invited to the party. Anyway, my money's on the 710 and the 800 next week in New York City. Whatever it is, Adriana will be there bringing you the devices and probably a little bit of the lifestyle scene from the party as well. So stay tuned to Techno Buffalo for that one. Netflix has seen its share of bad news in the latter half of 2011, and it looks like the beginning of 2012 isn't going to be any better for them. They are our friends. They're sponsored the episode. We love you, Netflix, but it looks like you've got some more competition on your hands in the name of Verizon. Reports this week have come out that Verizon, possibly or probably in partnership with Redbox, is prepping a streaming TV and movie service to take on Netflix that will launch in the beginning of 2012. Details are a little sketchy, nothing's been confirmed, but it looks like Verizon's going to team up with Redbox, who's that company that has those big red boxes where you can rent movies, on disc at the grocery store, shopping mall, wherever it is. You go, you set up an account, you get your disc, take it home, watch it, drop it back off, that kind of thing. And apparently what they're going to do is set up a service that's going to rely heavily on back catalog stuff, a little light on the new releases, kind of like Netflix does. It's going to stream over the internet. It's going to be separate of Verizon's Fios cable TV service, so you won't have to be a Fios subscriber or subscribe to any other Verizon stuff to use the new service. And it's going to go out to a variety of set-top and portable boxes, or set-top boxes and portable devices, including Android, iOS, all that kind of stuff. So we'll keep you updated as details emerge, and especially when anything official is announced. announced, but looks like Netflix will not be the only streaming game in town as of early next year if the rumors pan out. Stay tuned for that one. Hey, let's take a minute and watch a movie, or at least think about watching a movie while we talk about how awesome Netflix is. With more than 23 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet. Members can instantly watch thousands of titles on a vast array of devices, streaming TV episodes and movies like Microsoft's Xbox 360, Sony's PlayStation 3 console, and the Nintendo Wii. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can instantly watch as many movies as you want anytime for one low monthly price. There are no late fees and no due dates, which is key for somebody like me, trust me. For a limited time, as a new member and Techno Buffalo viewer, you can get a 30-day free trial to Netflix. Just go to netflix.com/buffalo. That's netflix.com/buffalo, BUFFALO. Make sure you use that URL to get your free trial, and so they know we sent you. And last but certainly not least, ZTE is a brand name that's big in China, maybe not so well known here in the United States, although if you've been using a cell phone for more than the past 5 or 6 years, odds are at one point you either owned or talked into somebody else's ZTE-made phone. The company has traditionally relied on lower-end devices, less features but cheaper to produce, mass-market stuff, that kind of thing. But in an interview earlier this week, they announced that they're eyeing the high end of the US smartphone market beginning as early as next year. Apparently, they think that by 2015, the US will be the place to be if you're trying to sell smartphones, that there'll be more smartphone usage in the US than China, anywhere else in the world. And so they're getting on board, they're prepping stuff, and we're hearing a couple of rumors. We're hearing Android, which makes sense because they've made some Android phones already. We're also hearing that they may be prepping Windows Phone devices for sale in the US, and specifically devices with LTE. Now, as of right now, Windows Phone does not support LTE, which is one of the reasons we haven't yet heard anything about a Windows Phone device coming to Verizon. Apparently that's a sticking point in negotiations. But future releases of Windows Phone will have to support LTE to stay competitive, and it looks like ZTE wants to hop on that train, Windows Phone with LTE and probably Android with LTE as well as early as next year. It'll be interesting to see how they fare in a US market that's been dominated by the likes of Apple, Samsung, and HTC, although more Apple and Samsung really in recent months. All right, kids, that'll do it for this week. The Rumor Roundup, run 'em up, woohoo, was brought to you this week by Netflix. Stay tuned to Revision 3 next week. 3 more Techno Buffalo episodes on Rev 3. We've got Ask the Buffalo, What's the Apps, and Rumor Roundup Monday, Wednesday, Friday, respectively. So make sure you come back next week, so I can afford to buy a razor and shave the beard. Thanks again to Netflix and Rev 3 for having us. My name's Noah Kravitz. Much, much more on all of these stories and all kinds of other stuff, including why I ditched my iPhone for a Windows Phone device. I did, it's true. This is my daily driver right here. See, it says Windows Phone. Over on technobuffalo.com. Till next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. I got my ad read here on this giant cell phone, so I'm gonna hold it up. Look, it's bigger than my head. One more second.